seen the intro. I appreciate all the people. You seen the intro. I appreciate all the people that have, subscribed to the channel lately. Like, I really do appreciate it. I think 2 weeks ago I was like 96 subs and now I'm at like 240. It's crazy. And let's keep going to the moon, man. Like, for real, I want to develop a community around this type of content. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a foreigner, if you look like me, or even if you don't look like me, but just want to know about the places that I'm going, such as Japan, and how to get there, how to live there, I want to be able to provide value. So comment below what y'all really want to see from me. But one thing that was really requested was, has the dating in Japan changed for foreigners? This is going to be a big one. And the reason that I need to get into this is because the meta has shifted a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. So let's really get into what that meta shift looks like so I can give y'all the patch notes. I'm about to give y'all the rundown of everything that I saw. All right. Number one thing that I saw was style. You need to work on your style. Now, there are styles that communicate different things to different people.
What do you mean by that?
If I'm wearing baggy clothes and big shirts, that communicates hip hop. But one of the most respected styles? Wearing these button up collared shirts. You got to look at these K-pop dudes. They're wearing these button up collared shirts. Don't get me wrong, they do have their casual looks, but these button up collared shirts, these professional looks, that's really what you want to go for. So look, man, I'm suggesting that y'all boys get like at least one suit. Just get one suit that you can like mix and match with, because what I started to realize was that they don't understand my streetwear. They don't understand American local brands. They don't understand the Yeezy Gap Balenciaga collabs. Why? Because that wasn't a mainstream release for them. They can't get access to it. So I'm fresh as fuck, or at least I think I'm fresh. I got this Yeezy on. I got, my Nike Fleet 2s on. I really got that shit on. But at the same time, I started to realize that, they don't understand this. But what does every culture understand without having to say anything? Every culture understands that business look. It communicates that you have something going for yourself. It communicates confidence when you wearing that, you putting that on. It communicates all of those things. So I really highly recommend that you get a suit or get some button down shirt, take pictures in it, and then put that on your dating apps. And you probably heard this from other people, but I think it's just true. And this is just from my own experience. I think it's just true. So that's going to be the number one thing, is make sure your style can communicate across that language barrier, because I realized that mine really didn't. The thing that you really want to look out for is your physique, okay? Look out for the physique, because when you swiping, what's the first thing you looking at? Face, body, face, body, face, body. So you need to really look out for the physique, specifically yours. Bro, put on some muscle mass, all right? Hit the gym, lose some weight so that your abs are visible at least. I'm not saying you got to be Fit X Fearless. I'm not saying you got to be Austin Dunham. I'm not saying you got to be these guys, because you don't. But what I am saying is that you want to have that appeal physically. Make your clothes look better. It's going to make you look better in the pictures. And that six-pack communicates across all languages. It don't matter where they're from. It does not matter where they're from. I don't have to speak Japanese to understand that this six-pack is attractive to a woman. And it's the same idea and the same concept with the clothing, okay? It's the same concept. It's like, get the abs going and show it off. Because when we're on the apps, that's exactly what we're looking at. We're looking at that frame. Does it look good? They have a different set of standards than we do. It is fine. And that's completely fine. But what I'm saying is, you 100% want to make sure that you got your body game on point, because the six-pack communicates across language. So make sure that when you get on these dating apps, you need to make sure you got your body game on point, guys. Make sure you hitting the gym. Just lose the fat. You don't necessarily have to be big and have to have all these muscles, but you should at least get to a point where you can see your abs, okay? At least get to that point, please. Now, third patch note that I want to talk about, and this one doesn't have anything to do with what you can do. It more so has to do with what your strategy is. All right, so let's get into it. Number 3 is going to be download the apps when you get there, because what I recognized between when I went in January and when I went in September, what I recognized is that the game has changed a little bit as far as the apps themselves. It seems like they want to make you pay money. Ugh. Now, this is why I say that, because obviously I've seen some data out there, but essentially they'll give you like this honeymoon period. You download the app and you get a whole bunch of matches. Like, I remember I downloaded Bumble in Atlanta before I left because I was prepping to go to Japan, right? And I realized that, oh dang, like I'm getting like 30-40 matches in the city. Why am I getting so many matches? It's because they do this thing called a spotlight on like Hinge, on like Bumble, where you're new or you just came back or whatever. They're trying to show you as many people as possible, right? And so you get this little spotlight and you start to get a whole bunch of matches. Okay, cool. But when I got to Japan, I wasn't getting a whole bunch of matches.
So that was a f***ing lie.
Now, last time I touched down, I got about 30 matches. This time I touched down, I got about 5. And then you just got to kind of keep clicking through people. And the question is, are they even seeing my profile? I don't even know. A lot of these girls get hundreds of matches. It's very difficult for them to even see your profile if they're on there. They're getting inundated with information. So it's very, very difficult for them to actually even see anything, right? And because that's the case, what you should do is get a free spotlight. You should download it as soon as you touch down in Japan. Download it. They're going to say welcome, yada yada yada. They're going to send you all this stuff, and then you're going to get a spotlight so you can get the most matches possible so that they can keep you on the app. But if you're only going to be there for a month, that one spotlight is all that you need. And if you do the last 2 steps, you're going to maximize that spotlight. So is dating in Japan different than it was before? Absolutely different for foreigners, because this is going to be your main way to attract women. It's going to be on the apps. So yes, it's absolutely different. The patch notes have hit and the meta has shifted. You need to do these things to be attractive to most people, and it communicates across languages. You don't have to worry about all that other stuff. You don't have to worry about game. You don't have to worry about proving yourself here. It's not Atlanta, bro. It's not America, bro. They're going to pay for their own food when you go out with them. They're not going to want you to pay. So that part, you don't have to worry about that part, but you want to attract them. And the way to attract them is to make sure that you have looks that communicate across languages. Use the spotlight to the best advantage. This is going to be the meta going forward. So I wish y'all the best of luck. But this is definitely going to be meta. I'm telling you, it's going to be meta. I'm going to experiment it when I get over there. So I encourage y'all to experiment too. You know what I'm saying? And try to figure that aspect of things out. Try to make sure that you're rigging the game in your benefit. But yes, dating in Japan is very different. And I will have footage of girls that I went out with this time, and I didn't meet most of these girls off of apps. Oh, well, maybe it's 50-50. I'm going to get into it so that y'all can see it. So until next time, man, y'all hang out for the next videos. If you want, you can look at my top 5 dating apps in Japan. I already have a video on that, so you can see exactly how I was using these apps and what I was looking for on these apps. That's going to be very important. So definitely do that. But anyway, this has been First Name Josh, man. Again, I just really appreciate the support and the love that I'm getting, especially on that Dark Side of Japan video. I'm glad that y'all like really enjoying this content. So hopefully I can get more of that for y'all. But yeah, man, until next time, bro. Peace.